HappyThumbsGaming. Booyakashow!
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we're checking out Free Roam, Middle Earth, the Black Gate for LEGO Lord of the Rings. So you can see here we got 2 quests, 1 red brick, 3 characters, 14 Mithril Bricks, what the, and 1 Blacksmith Design. Alright, so as with all of our other videos, these are in no particular order. We try to get them as methodically as possible, but you know how that goes. Sometimes things don't always just work out how we want them to. But, so you can see here, we're actually back in the Dead Marshes area on our way out, and that's where we're going to find the first Mithril Brick for this area. I actually was totally under the impression that this was for the Dead Marshes, being where it is, its location on the map, and how you get there, but as it turns out, it is not. It is actually represented in the Black Gate area. So as you can see right there, booyakashow, we got 1 of 14, and now we're going to move right along. Heading from the map stone, we're going to go right to that first quest right there. Pretty simple pickings to get to. We're going to use Legolas, and we're going to shoot an arrow into that hole there, as we know he's good at doing. And then we're going to spin to win all the way up to the top. It's kind of a tricky jump, but realistically it shouldn't be too difficult. And once you climb to the top of the ladder, you will find out that there's a guy who is wanting climbing shoes, even though he's at one of the tallest peaks in the area. So, a little ironic, but regardless, we can find those Mithril climbing shoes, or the Blacksmith Design for them, rather, in level 18 Mount Doom. And as you can see here, upon rewarding him with that, he kicks down with the red brick for 8-bit music, which you can pick up for 200,000. And I highly recommend it. I did not play with the regular music after I acquired that red brick. It was 8-bit all the way. It was just, you know, just little changes on. And then you can see here, we're going to go right back around the corner, right back kind of where we started with the first Mithril Brick. And we're going to grab this guy here. I don't even want to. I'm done pronouncing names. That's it. I'm over it. Still answering questions and explaining myself from a long time ago, so done. But as you can see here, this is right inside the Black Gate, off into the far left corner once you come in. Feel free to use the Mithril Fireworks or Berserker's Bombs to destroy all of the Mithril shiny silver objects. Once the coast is clear, you're going to push these guys right on into place here, and they will click once they get there. Oh, looks like we forgot one. So we'll pull out Berserker again. Go Berserk. And then we're going to switch back. I've still got those climbing boots on. I'm not sure why or how, but I do. So we're going to roll with it. But, yeah, again, you'll know when you got it in the right place because it'll not only click, but the rock will pile down, or slide down, rather, whichever. And then we'll switch to Aragorn and use our Sword of Awesomeness to destroy that Morgul Brick and collect our Mithril Brick. Alright, now right around the corner here, right at the base of the tower, we're going to switch on over to Sam and use our Elven Rope to swing on up. Swing on up. Yeah, we're having some technical difficulties. We're going to have to get a refund on this Elven Rope. Apparently it was the blue light special, and that blue light must have been pretty faint because this thing ain't working. Nah, we'll attribute it to user error. I'd love to blame it on the game, but nah, it's my fault. And I keep showing the map because my whole goal was to like edit that out and try to like not make myself look like a noob. But it's good to look like a noob sometimes. It keeps you humble. So on our 100th attempt, we will climb up that third Elven Rope. And we will get that Mithril Brick. Alright, 3 down. Only 11 more to go, right? Still got a quest or 2 and a Blacksmith Design ahead of us. And maybe a character as well. So right outside, during the daytime, you will find yourself getting bum rushed. I actually had mine lock up. My game, I was about like 16 or 17 completed. And then all of a sudden it just froze. Boom! To start all over, which was a bummer deal, but just take out the 20 soldiers within the allotted time and they will reward you with that brick that's floating there ever so nicely. Alright, now moving along to Mithril Brick number 5. Right here in the same spot, you can see there's a big shiny area. You can go ahead and use the fireworks or Berserker's bombs to destroy that and collect your reward, which is a Mithril Brick. God, this guy and these bombs. It's Berserker, and the way he functions is perfectly, it's so appropriate, because like, unless you physically target something, you never know where those bombs are going. Whee! Alright, this looks familiar, huh? Alright, we can tell we got some stuff we gotta destroy. We don't have to use Berserker here. You can use whichever character and smash with whatever. I switched to the old frying pan because that seems to get the job done a little faster. A little less crazy. Oh, dang, we ditched our boots. Oh, that's right, because we got... That's right. Ha! How ironic. We got the boot, and we lost our boots. Ha 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 ha. Alright, I'm over that one. Alright, so push that rock into place. You'll know it's good to go when you can climb in the little hobbit hole with your little midgetized friend there. Whee! That was a big jump for a little guy. Alright, and literally just off to the left-hand side, once you jump down, there's another Mithril gate that you can destroy with the fireworks or Berserker's bombs. At this point, we still didn't have the fireworks, so we're using the crazy-face Berserker. Alright, and then we'll switch on over to Golem once we're inside that cave, climb to the top, and miss the brick on our first attempt. And grab it on our second. Whee! Alright, climb right back out the cave, and out front you're going to see a series of pillars. They're nice, tall, stilty-looking pillars. That's right, I said stilty. But we'll get back to those. Those are a pain. Major pain. We're actually going to take on a quest here, so straight across from where we were, come straight out from the cave, avoid those little stilty pillars, and you're going to want to switch to Gimli with one of your guys and a Big with the other guy, and you're going to pick him up and throw him after a series of complicated grunts and moans and incomplete tosses. Hopefully you won't have to do this as many times as I will, and then you'll realize it actually requires a ground pound, not a throw, so my bad on the misdirection, totally forgot. And it looked like you needed to throw him. This guy, I don't know what he's got going on. He's wanting the bubble pipe. I'm not sure what the bubble pipe does. I really do, but I'm being, you know, whatever. And you can find the bubble pipe in level 12 Oscaliath. And, yeah, that's available in our free play level 12 video. And I know you're probably tired of hearing me say this, but if you're ever looking for our videos, make sure you throw in that HTG at the end to help refine your search. Alright, so right outside that cave, you're going to see that there is the Mordor Orc, which is going to be our character number 2. And, I mean, look at this. They're just stacking them up. I mean, 14 sounds like a pretty rough number there, but in all reality, they come pretty fast because they're pretty back-to-back-to-back. We switched to the calcium armor just because we had a lot of people trying to tell us that, hey, you know, you can use the calcium armor too. Yes, we are aware of that. We just are pretty... I don't know, reclusive when it comes to using our items. So we'll try to be a little more adventurous with that. And we did that by using the calcium armor there. And we'll climb all the way to the top. And although I used my elven rope and I could have used the mithril rope there, I was being lazy. And we'll climb all the way to the top after pulling that out there. And grab Mithril Brick number 8. Whee! Alright, moving along. Number 9. We're making good ground here. Making good ground. Alright. So, right, one last thing before we take on these stilty pillars. We'll switch to Aragorn and take out that Morgul brick right out in the middle there. And collect any studs that may have fallen after. And, alright, here we go. So, listen, the best way to do this, I would suggest, is probably to stick with Aragorn. I'm a big fan of the elves and their high jumping capabilities. However, at the very end, you need to use Aragorn's sword, and, you know, the character switch is not always preferably how we want it to be. So, I got all the way out here a couple times, I won't lie. There was an edit back there, and I was Legolas, and I'd switch to Aragorn, but it would juggle my characters, and I'd switch to the other one on accident, and he would fall down and chase after him, and it was just a nightmare. So, I finally just switched to Aragorn and made it happen with him. And then right off to the left-hand side of those stilty pillars, there's another cage that can be destroyed with the Mithril fireworks or the Berserker bombs. Once you get to the bottom here, we're going to go ahead and put out the fire with our Mithril bottomless bucket. And once we climb all the way to the top of that little stilty pillar, it's another little skinny, little narrow, tight pants situation there. Gencos would not have worked in that situation. You would have probably had a little gust of wind take you down, and would not have been good. Tight pants for the win on that scenario. All right. Only 2 more bricks. Oh, well, 3, I guess, including 12, so we're going to make our way over to the base of Mount Doom. And we will, as you can see there's the entrance to level Mount Doom. Just kind of as a point of reference. We're going to keep following the mountain around, and you can see there's a sheep here. We like some sheep. We're going to hop on and we're going to ride. It's funny, when I was riding this thing, my son's like, ooh, I like this music. So, I don't know what that says about his music taste, but it was funny nonetheless. So you're going to just follow these around. It is a little bit confusing. There's that one little left right there that I just took that is kind of hard to see. All of them usually pop up right in front of you or somewhere on your screen. But there are a couple that are a little tricky. Again, like that one back there on the left. It doesn't really show up on your screen. You kind of have to take a hard left. This, I think this is the longest race out of all of them. And it does require a little bit of skill and patience. And hopefully this isn't too frustrating for you guys. This was the tough part for me. I actually made it here twice and failed jumping off this. So you can see I was very cautious going through that last one there. I don't know how I couldn't get through those giant, shiny, posts, but I couldn't. But once you get all the way through it, follow it down, and as you can see, woohoo! I had to little excitement out there, which is better than I could have done. I do have a sheep, if you know what I'm saying. Me jumping around in circles is much better than what could have gone down there. Regardless, we'll move across here, and as you can see, we're going to climb up on the right-hand side of the tower, and grab our Mithril Blacksmith Design, which is the only one for this area, which is nice. And we're gonna go all the way back in there to another guy again. I'm done pronouncing, so that one I'm sure I got, but I'm not even gonna attempt it. I'm just gonna leave that at that guy. You guys know who I'm talking about because I showed him on the screen. And we'll come back out to the middle here. You saw us just destroy that shiny rock there. Go ahead and blast that guy, and underneath you'll find yourself a nice little crank. Use that handle to crank the crank. And then we'll make our way up with Legolas and jump all the way across this tightrope. Again, a non-Genco situation. If you don't know what Gencos are, J-N-C-O, Google, go check it out. Part of my childhood, or teenage years, I suppose. And we've sighted one of our last bricks. Yep, the last brick. It's all the way over in the corner here. And this one is pretty squirrely. There is a series of moving rocks, and it's all about timing. As you can see, my timing was not so good. So we'll try this again. Rather than edit that out and make it hard for you to find from where we were, you can rewind and go watch me run from the last brick to this brick, and we'll grab that last brick and put it in our bag. And with that being said, the black gate is in the bag. 2 quests done, 1 red brick, 3 characters, 14 Mithril Bricks, and 1 Blacksmith Design. Dunsky. So that will wrap up LEGO Lord of the Rings Free Roam Middle Earth, the Black Gate, which you clearly saw. We just got everything you wanted. Feel free to comment, vote, subscribe if you like what we're doing. Head on over to Facebook and Twitter if you want to stay connected with what we got going on in the now. And as always, until next time,